Just fixing my green screen. But spawning in the top right hand corner of tokamak, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss. It is herO. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Terran player. We have the red Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Will it go the way of the herO? Will it go the way of the ByuN? Again, in recent times, herO has had the better winning streak against ByuN, but we'll see how that changes as herO does tase away at the SCV and does bother ByuN. Like, leave me alone. Leave my SCV alone. Get out of here. Oh. Well, the SCV does take a lot of damage. Let's take a lot of hits. I hear he's laughing. As he does scout, is going to be a double gas opener, double gas into a faster factory, a more tech heavy start out of ByuN. So that's going to be a factory before command center. Winding things back here, talking about the players, ByuN, he is the most macro-oriented player out of all the Terran players out there. I will say that players like Cure, Bunny, Maru, Clem are all more aggressive and more cheesy than ByuN. Specifically, they're more willing to go for these all-ins. ByuN, he's less willing to all-in and more willing to embrace a longer macro mid-game. So that's kind of what we're leaning towards from ByuN. Not saying that he never all-ins, just less than everyone else. And I feel like that favors hero's style. Like herO, he thrives if his opponent plays standard. That's what herO wants, man. That's what he wants. ByuN and macro, I spent 3 weeks without watching and the world is upside down. Este sinistro, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I would say that ByuN has been more macro-oriented for the past couple of months at this point. But yes. Whereas we have players like Cure, Maru, Clem, all more willing to 2-base all-in. ByuN, he typically does get a 3rd CC and build up into the mid-game, especially on tokamak, but we'll keep an eye on our players. We'll keep an eye on them. As we are opening up Reaper Hellion, the pylon will scout, will confirm. But also, fala galera. Hope you're taking care, Sinistro. You're taking care. How's life going? Always casting, Pappy. Always casting. Always busy. I don't know if you saw it on our Discord server, but big change in my life. I have some conejitos. I have some baby rabbits that I've been looking after. I've been taking up my free time. They're very cute. But now ByuN does move out. With this, he can try to dive into the mineral lines. We do see that here he's set up at the ramp. ByuN looking for a way in. Looking for a way in. Does get locked down though. Yeah, he's going to be locked down. One Hellion will fall. Tries to dive into the main base and will make it in. Oh. Does barely make it in. Shield batteries in position. So far, no probe damage. He's locked in. Yeah, he's... the warp-in! ByuN is locked in place. He will lose everything behind this going into high flight rotors. This has become a more common strategy. The goal here is not to go into cloak, but into speed instead. The rationale here is that you have more micro potential with your banshees. So we have that banshee speed on the way, and we'll see what ByuN can get done. Go. And so a 1-1-1 follow-up into additional Raxes, into Banshee Harass. Oh, meanwhile, this is not normal. Hello, herO, going for a Stargate? He doesn't really scout too much, but that's about to change. Yeah, hallucinations going in, and herO, he will scout the research on the tech lab and the bio follow-up. But I'm really curious to see what's going to be done with this. We're going for the initial Oracle. Charge base opener as well. herO, he's freestyling here. Opening up charge, going into Oracle production. Very interesting. I mean, he's aware of the Banshees, he's aware of the research, so he will have detection available if need be. We know that he doesn't need it, but we'll have it. Did not see that. Amazing. There are some pics and some videos in our Discord server, if you're curious. Don't speak Spanish. I thought you were talking about some kind of burritos back. I was thinking to myself, why the judge food can change people? You're an animal, Five. You're an animal. Oh no. What would that even mean? Ah yes, I've been making some burritos and it's a hobby now. Kappa. Este hobby. Conejito is bunny. Conejito is bunny. Oh, as the Banshees are going to be shut down. Again, we did respond here with Phoenix production after the initial Oracle. And now it's go time. And ByuN is behind. ByuN, he's getting a third CC. As to be expected, as we mentioned, ByuN, he's the most macro-oriented out of all the Terran players, so he's building up to a third base. But herO has map control. herO has taken momentum away from ByuN, and ByuN is hurting. ByuN is hurting. He invested a lot into Hyperflight Rotors, into Banshees, and they all just fell in their face. It's on the face. We can lift the tank. Tank gets lifted. Charge will dive in. Boys are being pulled to repair, but the bunker goes down. The tank goes down. Yeah, the repairs are not in time. And here he's trading well. He's trading well for himself, trading out zealots. Gets his tank, gets 8 SCVs. And remember, herO, he already has the third base up and running. From here, he can take a fourth base. Storm is on the way, +2. herO doesn't have to commit. And he won't. herO backs up. Enjoys his lead. There's our fourth expansion. It's on the way. Now, ByuN's not out of this. Remember, he was already expanding and getting a third, but he has lost a little map control. Oh, nice catch there. Yeah, very nice catch. Gets a Phoenix. The ByuNies. Yes. The ByuN. I was very tempted to name one of them ByuN. I was very tempted. I was very tempted that if I had a male and female bunny, I'd name one ByuN, the other bunny, and then I'd name their kid ByuN. That was, but that's not. But I have two female bunnies, and we pull the boy. Let's go! We're pulling the boys. Third CC. I mean, we're too far behind. We're too far behind. We've lost a lot already. So ByuN, he's gonna send it across the map. Does send it, does go for the 2 base all in. Zel's hit the third base. There's nothing to kill. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. Armor gets spotted. And ByuN, can he pull this off? herO, he does spot the all in. Storm is ready. Storm is ready. We got some storms. And the first one does land. Oh my god. Brutal storms. Storms the SCVs. 17 SCVs go down. The storms are brutal. Oh, Zel's a little bit premature. Zel's premature, but now we're going to be diving in. Mine shots are good. But is there enough left over? Do we have another storm? Una más, papi. He needs more time. Oh, nice snipe with the High Templar. Denies the storm. But likewise, ByuN, he's running out of steam. This is all he has left. He's down to, what, 5 Marines, 2 Marauders. It's all he's got, papi. It's all he's got. GG gets called as he runs out of steam. And herO will take game number 1. GG. GG, well played. herO does take a lead in the series. Again, ByuN just had a really rough start, winding it back. A reason why he pulled the boys, the reason why he went for the all-in is because ByuN did lose his Banshees for free. He invested quite heavily into his Banshees, and the Banshees got 0 damage. They got shut down by the Phoenixes, and right after that is when he lost, what was that, 8 to 9 SCVs. He lost the tank, he lost the bunker, he lost a lot to the counterattack, and herO wasn't all in. herO, he already had a third base saturated, and it was getting further and further ahead. So ByuN had a choice to make. Either he just plays from behind and tries to catch up over the course of a longer game, or just send it across the map. He sent it into Storm. GG, well played. With that, herO takes the lead, and now we're getting into game number 2. Game 2 is going to be on Torches. Let's go. Getting into Torches. And we'll see if ByuN can bounce back. Ooh, Torches now. Okay. Torches is a very quirky map, a very unusual map. Torches are short rush distance by air, so aggression drop play can be favored here. Likewise, short rush distance by ground as well, especially if you expand towards each other and mine through those center mineral patches. In general, aggression is favored here. Aggression is favored. This goes both ways. We could see ByuN commit to a more committed all-in earlier on 2 bases, or even on 1.5 bases. We could likewise see herO go for a charged base opener as well to try to counter an all-in. We'll see what it's going to be. We'll see what it's going to be. As spawning in the top right-hand corner of torches, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss leading the series 1-0. It is a herO. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Terran player. We have the South Korean Terran representing Shanghai Rebellion. It is ByuN. Go. For a matchup? Really? What are you talking about? We had non-standard play from both players. We had ByuN going into Hyperlight Rotors. We had herO opening charge into delayed Stargate. Ay, ay, ay. What do you mean? I understand. You only want to see standard macro play. Oh, I see. I see. Like, bring back Phoenix Colossus. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Meanwhile, ByuN, he's going to hide his racks. He does hide his racks here at his natural location. Checking the vision here for herO. What have we seen? Hasn't spotted it yet. Basically, ByuN, he's hoping to force herO into an overreaction. Trying to force an overreaction. And we'll see if herO takes the bait. Go. As herO, he does take it. He does make the initial Zealots. Again, typically you want to skip the Zealots, but herO, he is a little bit concerned as to what's going on. So ByuN is forcing some inefficiencies here out of herO. But herO still does claim his expansion. And herO does keep his probe alive. Ooh, the Reaper's going to hunt him down. But the revelation of the Reaper does confirm that the Rax is back at home. So we can see the Zealot trying to hide against the Reaper. Going to try to skirt around the edge and try to delay the CC. ByuN searching for the Zealot, and he looks like he will find it. Very nice. Solid read here out of ByuN. Finds the Zealot, which means the CC is going to be safe. Behind this double gas opener, faster factory. ByuN's building up. Pull away. Behind this, going for the CC on the high ground. Kills the Zealot. And it's going to be on herO to confirm what's going on as herO goes for a Robo Opener. Very safe play out of herO. Okay, let's go. Now, a Robo Opener, the reason why I say this is safe is because we're going to be sacrificing a lot of mobility, a lot of map control, as the Stalker is barely going to get away. Nice, very nice control by herO. Bays out the Marine. Marines are cleaned up. The Reaper as well. herO achieving a lot of damage already. And catching up Marines. Oh, but the Cyclone does pop. And the Cyclone does punish. Oof. As the Cyclone does barely get away. Does get away. Boys are pulled to repair. ByuN holds. ByuN does hold back at home. But what I was referring to here is without a Twilight Council, without Blink, without a Stargate, without Phoenixes, or without Oracles, there's no way to really harass across the map. There's no way to shut down drop play. There's no way to gain map control. Instead, with a Robo Opener, it gives you access to early Immortal production and an early Bay and early Colossus. So this tells me that herO is going to build up a very robust army. True, he's going to have a very robust army. He's going to be ready against an all-in, for example, but he won't be ready to necessarily get into a longer game, shut down drops, even shut down Banshees. If they're harassing, I should say. If ByuN turns this into a 2-base all-in, then he's going to be playing into herO's hands. Banshees are building up. We have Cloak on the way, not Hyperflight Rotors. So we're getting into Cloak. herO is getting a second Immortal, so again, he's going to be very well prepared here against any kind of early push. Boost Nation moves in, confirms Cloak is being researched, confirms the Banshees. And Cloak is cancelled. So because ByuN got scattered, he knows that it's not worth it, so he does cancel Cloak. Once again, we have a Stargate response out of herO, just like last game. Going into Stargate, going into Oracle, into Phoenixes as well. Interesting. ByuN does move out. Moves out. We spoke about this. The Immortals are in position and they will shut down these tanks. Yeah, as ByuN, he kind of plays into herO's hands. herO, he wanted a fight and he gets it, and herO should clean this up completely. So again, herO, he hard counters the aggression of ByuN by opening up Robo. ByuN did play into his hands. And ByuN, he's hurting. He's hurting a lot here. He has to race back home. herO's going further in. Ooh, this is a bold move by herO. Yeah, it's going to cost him. This is not worth it. herO pushing up the ramp. Bleeds out the Prism and the Immortal. herO, we got to calm down. Initially, things were better for herO, but does bleed out those Robo units. The Immortal, the Prism. So we had more of a give and take here. More of a back and forth. And now the game will continue. ByuN getting his third CC on location. Likewise, so is herO. Here we go. So the game is going to slow down. We're going to build up. Again, it's just really unique to see delayed Stargate, delayed Phoenix production here. This is not normal. not at all. But here he did it in Game 1, and now we're seeing some success here in Game 2 as well. I'm curious if this is how herO beat Clem. herO, he 3-0'd Clem last week, and I was shocked to see the results. I didn't get to cast it, as it was in a tournament that we didn't cover. I believe because Wardy did actually host his events a little bit later in the evening. But I'm curious if herO was doing stuff like this, going to the Phoenixes, as often as he has been. And catching Clem off guard. If you're out there, if you saw the herO versus Clem series, I'd love to know. What occurred in that matchup? So Banshee does go down. Still kills 4 probes. I get some damage. Now, from a Robo-based opener, typically I expect to see a Bay into Colossus eventually. That is not the case. We're still making more Immortals, and we are going into Storm instead. So it's a bit of a more awkward tech choice, but herO, he's getting there with time. He's getting there, and ByuN, by expanding, by getting his third CC, is going to be allowing herO to actually have the time he needs to take up. Now, as much as I want to say that ByuN is known for his macro play, known for getting into the mid game, last game he did pull the boys on 2 bases despite having a third CC. But now there's a Ghost Academy, so there are more signs that ByuN is building up into a longer game. Outside of just the base, the tech as well. So ByuN is landing his third. Observer does confirm the base being taken. And here he will catch a couple of SCVs. He's going down, wouldn't mind as well. Ooh, we'll lose 1 Phoenix, we'll lose 2. 2 Phoenix do fall. Not the best trade for herO. Better for ByuN. So we do see herO opening up with his storm drop. Yeah, the drops are coming in. Nice reaction by ByuN. Very nice. Does pull away. Losing only 4 SCVs and a mule. So nice defense. That could have been so much worse. And here he's just slowly taking up. He's got his storms, now soon to be Colossus. So we got there in the end. Did get there. herO's 4th base is late. True. Very late 4th. And because his 4th base is so late, that's reflected in the supplies. Does explain why ByuN does have the higher army count. Does have a much larger army. herO just now saturating his 4th. herO needs more time to make use of it. ByuN moving in. Does get feedback. Takes down one of the immortals. Here come the storms. The flanking storms even. Oh, nice target firing. Storm does land. Tank line is going to go down. And the storms are coming in. They're just zoning ByuN away. And here he holds, but he traded out a lot of supply to make that happen. And again, he needs more time for that 4th base to really kick in. He needs those Colossus. Waiting for another storm drop. Bold move considering that ByuN is still being active. ByuN once again, oh, does pull away, but still 5 SCVs, 6 SCVs go down. ByuN here reacts to the drop. Ooh. As herO will lose one of his High Templar. Prism getting hunted down. Oh no! Yeah, Prism will fall. Nice pickup. And now it's go time. Now it's go time. ByuN looking for the Observer. Here the Colossus are out. Can he make a stand? EMP on the Stalkers. 5 High Templar in total. The Vikings, they move in on the Colossus. One Colossus is going to be going down. Can he get both? Oof. Really EMPs. Oh, it's like the Colossus died to friendly fire. That was the storm killing the Colossus. Ay, ay, ay. Brilliant EMPs once again, and ByuN, can he still one for it? Oh, another storm does land though. Another storm just in time. Here he is holding on. Yeah, you can see it shown here. Oh. As here he killed the 25 Marines, but he also killed a Colossus. Este herO. After that engagement, of course, ByuN, now he's aware he needs more Vikings, so 2nd starport. 2nd starport is on the way. Getting ready for mass Viking production. Needs his Vikings, needs his Ghosts. ByuN, he's refining his army. Likewise, so is herO. Here he's also licking his wounds, building up more High Templar, and getting ready for Sky Toss. Okay, we are getting ready for a longer game state here. Let's go. Fleet beacons on the way. And we'll see if that's just going to be for the mothership, or if we do plan on going into Tempest and Carriers. See if we go all the way. There we go, 2 more Stargates are being thrown down. So we're gonna send it. We're going full Sky Toss. His main so far as keeping up with the run-bys. But what's important here is that ByuN is contained, right? ByuN, he's forced to defend his main base, defend his fourth. Throwing down sensor towers, missile turrets. He's securing himself. As that happens, herO, Tempest production. Tempest are slowly amassing. Here he's building up a more efficient army. Getting into the sky, Toss. It's almost there. As ByuN moves out, Zelromai does hit his mineral line. He's going down. EMPs once again here pushing in, this time with Tempest. Nice EMPs though. And nice EMPs on the Colossus. The Vikings, they go him, and they get a Tempest. And they get the Colossus as well. And here he will lose everything. A brutal fight. Where were the storms? Again, it was across the map. He does focus across the map. Getting into the main base, but that was a massive loss for herO, losing every high-tech unit. He lost the Tempest and the Colossus. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, the high-tech, now the high-tech are coming in. We needed you earlier, Pat. Yeah, without the storms, that was a brutal fight. Speaking of storms, they're going to be spent in the mineral line. They kill some SCVs, true. Workers going down. ByuN gets dragged back into the main. We needed you. look how much energy these High Templar have. Ay, ay, ay. Where were you for the main fight, huh? Don't worry about it. Uh-oh. Speaking of, ByuN, he finds them. Oh, he does find them. Brutal EMP, and all the High Templar are going to go down. Brutal pickup. ByuN finds the Templar. And with that, the soup does lie. Most of the supply for herO are in workers. Like, he has 80 probes. ByuN has a larger army instead. But if given time, herO, he can rebuild. He's making more Colossus. He's making more Tempest. He's being given time to build up. Likewise, ByuN is more concerned about rebuilding his economy. So herO, he's recovering. Let's break in. Nice snipe here from ByuN, going for the Templar. Ooh, doesn't quite get it though. Oh, that does get the Templar. Templar goes down. Meanwhile, we do get a warp into the main base, and we have a recall available as well. Actually, we did. Oh, the MPs are brutal though. herO not paying attention. No storms. But herO does take down bottom left. Kills an expansion. Okay. The main base is on fire. Bottom left went down. And despite herO having some rough fights, and even here losing a mothership, despite that, herO, he might still be able to outproduce ByuN. Shilly from the economy. Once again, though, a brutal EMP. Oh, God. EMPs are insane. The storms now, they come in. Oh, my God. Brutal storms. The storms connect. And herO, he holds the line. ByuN down to 48 SCVs. Down to essentially a two-base economy. Again, there's nothing here at the natural. There's only one patch. There's nothing in the main base. We have half a base here at the third, and we have a full mining base here at the fourth. This fifth base is so crucial. We're muling our hearts out here. ByuN, he cannot lose more bases. As ghosts are going down, they're the first to fall. We're getting ready for a flank. herO does notice. herO pulls away. Storms, they catch out the army. Nice EMP though. And ByuN Star steps in. He will catch this. Takes down the Colossus, the High Templar, and now they're going for the Tempest. Going for the Tempest as well. the same time, herO once again warps into the main base. This is the third time he's done this. Whenever there's a major fight going on, that ByuN does win. herO, he warps into the main base, and ByuN, he responds. And you can see him responding. Reinforcements, they race back home. The main army also turns around, gets caught out, actually. ByuN, he plummets in supply. He plummets. herO still just going for non-stop run-bys, non-stop counterattacks. There's no planetary. It's a bit much for his high Templar to be sent here as well. Get some medevacs, true. But does get the mineral line. That's what's important here. Denies mining, gets the mineral line, recalls back home. Saves the charge lots. We're getting scrappy. We're getting messy. Getting messy. herO, he doesn't have a main army, but he does have harassing forces. He's got a squad of DTs, a squad of zealots, and he's got one-eyed Templar. Ooh. He does catch reinforcements. ByuN, he turns around once again. He races back home. This keeps happening. He keeps wanting to be active, then he gets called back. He's going to blink away. Nice EMPs. Nice catch with our Templar. War Prism into the main once again. Does get away. ByuN does have a terrifying main army. We spoke about this before, but again, herO doesn't really have much of a main army. He's been harassing. He's down to these 2 Colossus. Down to 1 Colossus. No anti-air. No shot. No anti-air. Yet he chases down the Colossus at the same time. And DT's back into the main base. Zealot's back in towards the left-hand side. ByuN, does he turn around again? No shot. No shot. We're racing. Okay, we're rotating.
Your
rotating.
forces are under attack.
Does catch out the zealots. Storms that don't quite connect. Storms, they graze the army. ByuN down to 29 SCVs. But he's got what? He's got 7 ghosts, 14 marauders. ByuN, he will win a main fight. If they fight head on, ByuN will take it, so here he has to avoid that. He needs to build up more Colossus, build up more High Templar. herO needs time. Ugh. Trying to charge in. Leading out a lot of zealots. The Colossus putting in a lot of work. Oh, and we have more flanking Colossus. They're exposed. Oh no! Yeah, miss rally out of herO. 1 Colossus goes down. 2nd Colossus goes down. That should not have happened. Brutal losses for the Protoss. Brutal losses. Those are expensive. Still making his way across the map. Still going for the economy. Ooh, medevacs, they will be topped up. Jesus, that's a lot of healing. It's a lot of healing on the medevacs. That's also a perfect spot to storm. Oh, at the same time though, herO once again here extends. herO extends. Mining is denied. ByuN, he is running out of money. Unironically, he's running out of money. herO going for the goal. DT goes back in once again. Now, this space is the most important for herO, just because he's double expanding. Jesus, oh, that storm was insane. But again, here he's getting center rights and all these other right-hand bases as well. you see ByuN is not quite aware. We'll see if he checks. Up. Hero getting caught out. Throwing away Zealots. Stalker counterattack is on the way. Here comes the main army of Brutal Storms. ByuN does take some storms to the face. CC being focused down. ByuN forced to come back home once again. These counterattacks. Does hit the third. ByuN denies one of the expansions, and does he trade bases? He sees the gold, he has to stop it. Yeah, he knows he has to. He has to stop the gold at the same time. He defends back at home. ByuN has plenty of reinforcements. ByuN shuts down the Stalkers. And ByuN still has an insane army. Still 10 ghosts. One of the High Templars. Zealous, they do catch out the army. Ugh, storms are not quite connecting. And ByuN takes the fight. He barely does take the fight. Did cost him a lot of ghosts. That was 6 ghosts going down against mainly Zealot. But ByuN, he gets a fresh base. He gave up on bottom left. He has center right. Has mining. That's all ByuN needs.
I am intrigued.
And ByuN may have just done it here. As you can see, we have 52 workers at this one base. Here, he was denied 2 expansions. And now it's herO who's broke. Okay, herO's broke. This is the last mining base for herO. The boys are being pulled. Oh, God. And ByuN has done it. Yeah, ByuN, he has finally done it. It's been herO treading water for so long in this game, and it's been impressive how long herO was able to survive. As we were trying to harp on for the past 10 minutes, herO could not take a head-on fight. GG gets called, and ByuN ties up the series. We are going to the ace match. GG. Whew. We are going into the ace match. We're going to game 3. Again, a very intense back and forth between herO and ByuN. Again, ByuN, he maintained the larger and better army for the past, I say 10, maybe even 15 minutes. But herO, he kept buying time. It was impressive. herO, he just kept counterattacking, whether it was Zealots, DTs, Stalkers as well, Warp Prism into the main base, just kept forcing ByuN back home, which allowed herO to stay in the game, but he never really built up a threatening army. He never quite got there. Not after a certain point. Then after he lost all the Colossus in the center of the map. True. And with that, GG. With that, GG well played. With that, we're getting into the ace match, and we'll see how this story ends. Does it go the way of ByuN or herO? As up next, we're going to be loading into Persephone. Let's go. Let's go. Getting into Persephone. It all ends here. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the South Korean Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss being forced into the ace match. Can he bring it back? It is a herO. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the red Terran player. We have the South Korean Terran representing Shopify. It is ByuN. go. As we found ourselves in the ace match, and similarly to what we said during the Cure versus Rogue series, Persephone is known for longer games if we can slow the game down. Once we get up to a 4-base setup, it is very common to cut the map in half and get your fringe bases, fight for the gold base, and just slow things down. If you recall, we saw that happen between Rogue and Cure, and it very often does happen in TVPs as well. So we'll see if we can stop that from happening. We'll see if either player can try to end the game a little bit earlier, or if we are destined to cut that map in half and get into that late game. Once again, ByuN does hide his racks, but this time herO finds it. So this time herO, he is fully aware, does scout the rack's position, knows that there's no proxy. Oh, despite that, he is going for the Zealot first. Interesting. Oh, no, he cancels. Okay. Does cancel the Zealot, so this time he doesn't waste any resources on a Zealot. Does go straight for the Nexus, and we're building up. Again, double gas opener into a faster factory. herO does confirm. Does confirm. And we're still waiting for a take of choice. herO has been mixing it up quite a bit this series. We spoke about it, but both in Game 1 and Game 2, we've seen delayed Stargate and delayed Phoenix production out of herO, and has been able to catch ByuN off guard. We'll see if he does it again. 3 games in a row. We'll see if he does it again. As ByuN is once again going into his own 1-1-1. Dead moves out. ByuN's moving in. Toss right in the middle line. Adept will be able to lay the CC. Not bad. Kills a worker. Oh. Saber kills a worker. Gonna be zoned away. Barely pulling out. And herO, okay, it's been a while since we've seen this build. It's going to be a Twilight Council opener, 2-gate blink into a 3rd. Very greedy here out of herO. This is an opener that has fallen out of fashion and fallen out of favor, especially in recent metas. But I do really like this against ByuN. Basically, this build is quite greedy, and the reason why it fell out of fashion, fell out of the meta, was because how prevalent 2-base all-ins have been. Again, 2-base all-ins have been very prevalent in the TVP meta over the past couple of months, ever since even pre-DreamHack Dallas. But, as I mentioned at the start of this series, and that I harp on, is that ByuN is one that is less likely to go for 2-base all-ins out of all the players out there, so I do think that herO is relatively safe being this greedy and cutting this many corners. At the same time, he does deflect the drop. ByuN back at home, once again, just like Game 1, going for Hyperflight Rotors, getting into Banshee speed. And we'll see if he can actually make use of this time. Last game, they just went down and they didn't really pay for themselves. ByuN did fall behind. This time we'll see what he can get done. He does scout the timing of the 3rd, he knows. Okay, so he does scout the 3rd base, he knows how greedy herO is being. ByuN has to make a choice. Has to make a choice here. But again, he's investing in harassing, so he should be getting a 3rd base. ByuN, he pokes in, pulls away, sees saturation. Getting caught out. Speak offs out of herO. He's up the Reaper Hellion. He's up the army. Getting into safety immortal production. Do you think that's wise? Getting ready for what comes next. As we're still waiting for either 2 more Vaxes or a 3rd CC to determine whether or not ByuN is going to commit on 2 bases. Upon seeing that 3rd base again, he may decide to commit. So he's being active. Station checks her reinforcements. Still +1 on combat shields on the way. Almost done. And ByuN, he will get his 3rd base. So yeah, we were looking for the 2 extra Vaxes, never got them. So he didn't get the 4th and 5th ranks, he instead gets a 3rd base. ByuN is pushing, that is true, but here he should get away with this greedy build. We'll see though. ByuN dropping into the main. Okay. Oh, never mind. No. Oh, he gets baited. No, he gets baited. Oh my god, does pull away. The medevac barely survives. Ay, ay, ay. That was almost disastrous here. herO, he got too excited. herO, he went too soon. He was premature, papi. Premature. Let ByuN come to you, papi. herO does pick up one of the medevacs. One medevac goes down, the banshees are deflected. Oh. Banshees are pinned. herO, oh, that tells me that some stalkers. Pushing up into a concave here, he has to get the hell out of here. Pull away. And force fields, goes for the guardian shield instead. Does get a medevac. Goes down, bit of a back and forth trade as herO bleeds out stalkers. That was 3 stalkers falling. Medevac and Marauder and a couple of Marines. And herO now taking up not into Storm, but into Colossus. Sire on the way. herO coming in from behind. Ah, but the army's in position. Yeah, herO once again, he was just a little bit too soon. Here he does not find damage. ByuN is defending nicely. So I'll say go for the warp into the main. ByuN trying to respond. Let's try. Nice connection. Here he does have his Colossus, bearing in mind there's still no Storm or any further splash damage outside of his Colossus. Here is still committing quite hard here. Can they catch how they goes? Speaking of, EMP on the Colossus. EMP on the Zealots as well. We're taking a lot of EMPs to the face. More EMPs landing. So we're just trying to brute force it. Just trying to get on top of the ghosts. The Vikings are being cleaned up. The Colossus, they get a lot of damage on the back line. Yeah, he doesn't. He breaks through. The Colossus, they do so much. Picking up workers. Straight picking up medevacs. Workers are being pulled. Here come the boys, but now there's a 3rd Colossus. Yeah, 3 Colossus moving in. Nice control with the Prism. Prism is targeted, but it looks like herO, he will overwhelm. GG gets called. herO, he breaks through that offensive line. And herO will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the semi-finals. GG. Whew, GG, well played. A very strong timing there from herO before ByuN can really hit his stride. Again, it was a pretty intense game, pretty back and forth. When it came to the lead up to that, ByuN, he had a choice to make to try to punish herO's economy, but herO, he got away with his greed. He got away with his opener, able to snowball out of control with his Colossus move out. Only with 2 Colossus, but he controlled it well. Did control it well. GG, well played. Whew. With that, herO does claim the series, and with that, we're getting into our next matchup. But ByuN, he did play well for himself. Did play well. Oh. Again, last time they faced off, it was more one-sided for herO, so really cool to see ByuN taking a map and forcing that ace match. As now we're getting ready for our next matchup here. Up next is going to be a best of 3 between MaxPax and Trigger. Oh boy. The PvPs are upon us. Again, we still have a lot of matches remaining here. Heading back on over to the brackets. We're only halfway through the first round. And remember, we're casting everything tonight. Let's go. Let us go. So again, we still have a Trigger versus MaxPax and Classic versus herO Marine remaining. Let's go. The remaining matches are going to be played out on the NA server. After the quarterfinals, then we have the semis, and then the grand finals thereafter. We're going to be going on a very short break. When we come back, we'll have that Protoss versus Protoss. We'll have MaxPax and Trigger. We'll see you soon. See you soon after the break.